I just saw a video of Kamala Harris speaking, and she looks drunk, she looks incoherent, and holy freaking crap, we dodged a bullet. I mean, Donald Trump literally dodged a bullet for democracy. We know what's best for us. Glad we all participated in bringing a true leader back into the White House. God bless America, guys.
A few moments later.
I'm sorry to my community for voting the way I did. Now I can empathize and sympathize with the black community. Now that it's here with us too, it's like crap. I honestly, legitimately didn't think it was real. But it's real as hell. And it's obviously minority groups that are targeted and persecuted. I didn't fucking vote for this. Number one, imagine that they give you a freshly squeezed lemonade, and then you drink it and you enjoy it. Whatever.
And now, with your brown ego bruised and your crumbled white fantasy, you come crawling back with your watered down lemonade analogy. He is another example that internalized racism is costly. He's only leaving MAGA now because he's just figured out that no matter how hard he betrays his own people, no matter how far he's shoved his tongue up white supremacy's ass, they still rejected him. You pretended like you didn't know racism exists for black people. You pretended racism didn't exist for you or your Latino community either. You truly believed that if you backstabbed your own people hard enough, if you spewed white supremacist talking points hard enough, demonized black and brown people, and played the obedient mouthpiece, you'd win their approval. You didn't just ignore racism, you became a willing tool of it. You helped elect a white supremacist into power, fully aware of what he was. You thought proving your loyalty to whiteness would make you immune. Instead, you might just find yourself in alligator Alcatraz.
I just saw a video of Kamala Harris speaking, and holy freaking crap, we dodged a bullet. I mean,
you are the bullet. Your sick, pathetic obsession with earning white approval from people who openly despise your existence helped push this entire country toward collapse. You didn't just put yourself in danger, you dragged your entire community down with you. You sold out your own community, leaving women, children, and hardworking people to be hunted, brutalized, and criminalized by the very people you beg for acceptance from. You willingly volunteered to be a weapon against your own people. You are the bullet. Selfish Latinos like this will sacrifice everything for white approval and will only change their mind when they don't get that approval. They are not to be trusted because the second a Latino like this is offered a tiny scrap of white acceptance, he will backstab his own community again. He will degrade his own self again for those tiny scraps of white acceptance. There are too many in the Latino community who are still so indoctrinated to still assimilate to whiteness, and he is one of them. A lot of us who vote Democrat, it's not because we are loyal to the party. It's because there are only two viable options, and one is clearly better not only for our community, but all marginalized communities and poor people, including poor white people. But that's probably too deep of a conversation for someone who just discovered racism is real last week.
All right, let's get straight to it. These Latinos voted for Trump knowing exactly what he stands for. And now they're feeling the consequences. Deportations, racial profiling, blocking promises, FAFO in full effect. They wanted the policies, they wanted the image, they wanted to fit in. And now reality hitting them like a ton of bricks. You can't side with a man who built his campaign on a hate, on safeness, and expect safety, respect, and sympathy. No, I don't think so. Some are crying, some are making excuses, some are acting surprised, but let's be real. This is cause and effect. Every choice has consequences, and this one is loud, clear, and undeniable. Today we are breaking down every reaction, every regret, every ridiculous excuse, and every moment where reality slapped them in the face. And trust me, there is zero sympathy for it. None. Zip. Nada. Let's go into the video.
Latino people, we need to talk about this, and I do it with all seriousness. ICE is running up on people like slave catchers. There's mass deportations. There's reports of people who are documented getting deported. What's up with that? And now there's a new wave of people on social media asking for Black support when Black people are saying, hey, we told you an injustice in one place is an injustice everywhere. And we know something about that. So just because you are documented doesn't mean they know who is who. Do you guys regret what you had going on? Because for real, Black people got their boots on the ground and we're like, okay, where them fans at? Come on, we need to stand together, people. Let's go.
You was singing all that mess, talking about I we bo for a door not thrown. And now you're screaming, shouting, acting like we supposed to give a damn about your husband being deported after you was singing, talking about I love my freedom. But your man ain't free no more, is he? Like we supposed to have to give. What was? Who said that?
Look at this. You can make this stuff up. They're sitting here crying, whining, acting, oh, surprised, like they didn't know this was coming. Recent, they were literally told what was going to happen. Deportations, yes. Racial profiling, yes. Economic chaos, yes. All was there. And now they are playing the victim, like the rules don't apply to them. Newsflash, you choose this path, you bought the image, the promises, the hype, and now reality catching up. Crying about it doesn't undo the vote, it doesn't reverse the policies, it doesn't erase the consequences. This is FAFO in full effect. You want the chaos, you get the chaos. You wanted the man who built on hate, you get the consequences built on hate. It's slow, it's harsh, but it's real. No excuses, no sympathy, just the cold, hard truth hitting like a brick to the face. And the funniest part, some of them still don't get it, still trying to justify it, still making excuses, still pretending it's not their fault. Bro, this is exactly what happens when you play stupid games. You win stupid prizes. And right now, they're holding the trophy, right?
I keep seeing so many Latinos for Trump that now regret their fucking decision. Use the excuse, especially the women, specifically the women. Oh, well, I thought I was gonna be a housewife, or I was just following my husband. Being that fucking naive behind a man is solely on you. Period. Point fucking blank. Y'all don't get to use that as a fucking excuse and to try and garner sympathy from people. No! You made that decision. You yourself had your own vote, your own say-so, and you voted for fucking Trump. Don't put it off on, oh, well, I thought I was gonna be a housewife. I thought I wasn't gonna have any rights and I was gonna have to follow up behind my husband, so I just went ahead and if that's what you thought, why the fuck would you vote for him? You signed away your rights. You voted them away. That's what you were voting for. Like, y'all make no fucking sense. Y'all make no fucking sense. And to the woman that I was specifically talking about in that video, to which this fucking lady is responding about, voting for Trump when you know for a fact that you have fucking parents who don't have fucking papers. When that man's whole campaign was built on his first run was built on build a fucking wall is absolutely fucking insane. And it was insane when y'all were voting for him during his first term because y'all wanted him to keep other illegal immigrants out, which you can't be illegal on stolen land. Y'all wanted him to keep other people out. What the fuck did y'all think that he was gonna do to the people that were already in that didn't have fucking papers? I don't want to hear this excuse anymore. I don't. Shut up.
Also, last thing. So I'm seeing all this stuff on TikTok, on social media about these Latino women that are literally in a panic because they're like, oh my God, I didn't know that 45 was going to do all the things that he said he's going to do. Now, here's the thing. I can empathize with you, but the reality of it is the statistics are telling me differently, right? So y'all went into the voting booth and said, Uno reverse, draw 4, error, and y'all remixed the whole thing, right? So that's not what we practice, sis. We said one band, one sound. And y'all went in there and hit the remix. Y'all literally voted for the Antichrist. And you want all of this empathy. Now, I pray that your abuela is okay. I truly do. But I don't know, sis. We off duty. Most black women are like, we are off duty. I don't know. And I'm not even saying that in a negative space, like.
And here we are at the ultimate FAFO moment. This woman followed their man. They made the choice together, and now they're trying to act surprised, like someone else is responsible for their downfall. Bro, reality doesn't care about excuses. Reality doesn't care about feelings. Reality just happens, and it's brutal, right? You can vote for a man who built his campaign on hatred, fear, and division, and then cry when the very thing he promised comes to life. That's literally the definition of FAFO. You wanted the chaos, you got the chaos. You wanted to ride the Trump's wave, you are getting the wipeout. And the lesson here, life doesn't hand out participation trophies. Choices have consequences. They wanted to fit in, they wanted to be seen, they wanted to be part of the image. But now, they're on their own. No sympathy, no helping hand. Just the cold slap of reality telling them, you made this bed, now sleep in it. This is the perfect example of why people keep saying FAFO isn't a threat. It's a promise. You pray around, you find out. And right now, they are finding out the hard way. Let's continue.
All of us who could see the truth and the agenda, we knew that this would happen. And as sad as it is, it has to happen this way for people to finally wake up and snap out of it. I'm starting to see videos like the one I'm about to share now, just a snippet of Trump supporters who now regret their decision because they see, they are feeling and experiencing just how real the repercussions are, just how real the consequences are of their choices. Trump and his administration, they're going after people's futures. That's what people are not seeing. They want to completely change the entire dynamic of this nation by deporting as many people as possible amongst the Latino population and by keeping as many people as possible from coming over so that they can start to bring up their numbers so that we will be back to being a minority. They're coming after future Sonia Sotomayors. They're coming after future AOCs. They're coming for it. That is what they are coming for. People need to pay attention. People need to wake up, snap out of it. You have a group of people that completely missed it. And where you thought you were safe, you're going to find out that you're not. Because at the end of the day, racist, white supremacists, they do not care how white adjacent you are or how white you think you are or how rich and wealthy and uppity you think you are, how more important or valuable you think you are. Pay attention to the agenda because it's real. Pay attention. I'm praying for everybody who's being affected by this right now because everybody really does need prayer. But I need people to pay attention and recognize that if you're in a position where You are now afraid of your situation and what this executive order means for you, and you voted for Trump. You need to feel all of this. You need to go through this, and you need to pray that you can get through. And you need to pray for everyone else that's affected, that's in your situation, because you contributed. Praying for everybody to wake up, because people need to realize the agenda is real. Take care. Yahweh bless.
All right, let's put this all together. What we just saw isn't surprising. It's predictable. These Latinos voted for Trump knowing exactly what he stands for. They wanted the image, the hype, the policies, and now they are paying the price. Deportations, racial profiling, broken promises, FAFO in full effect. Some of them cried, some made excuses, some are acting shocked. But reality doesn't care. Choices have consequences. You wanted the chaos, you got the chaos. You wanted to ride the Trump wave, you have getting the wipeout. That's how it works. No excuses, no participation trophies, just the law, cold truth. And let's be clear, this isn't about being mean, it's about being honest. You can't side with a man who built his campaign on hate and expect safety, respect, or sympathy. The writing was on the wall from day one, and every reaction we just saw proves it, right? So here's the takeaway. FAFO isn't a threat, it's a promise. You pray around, find out. They chose the path they made, they vote, and now they're living with it, right? Zero sympathy, zero second chance, just pure accountability. And that's exactly why these reactions matter. They are a reminder that every action have a reaction. Every choices have a consequences. And if you ignore the warning, you will find out the hard way. So that's it. Stick around for more reactions like this, because the FAFO lessons are far from over. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Bye-bye. See you to the next video. I wish you love and peace. Stay safe.